Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. Sherry, we are not at home, are we?
We are not.
We had a flight this morning at 6 a.m., left our house at 4:30 in the morning, and we flew somewhere that is currently 31 degrees colder than where we live in Anchorage, Alaska.
Foolish.
You guys, we just arrived in Fairbanks.
This is actually just a super quick trip, like 24 hours.
We're actually up here to see Bert and Jessica and the family from Summers in Alaska. We're also gonna see Jessica Violet from Violet Vlogs. Super excited. We've actually never gotten a chance to meet her.
Right.
So it's gonna be super fun. We are gonna go to the North Pole. You guys, we're 2 weeks from Christmas. And so we're gonna go to the Santa Claus house in the North Pole. We're gonna see reindeer. We're gonna see Santa Claus. Not like any mall Santa, the Santa Claus.
The actual Santa Claus
we're going
from
to
North Pole.
Santa Claus, oh my gosh. What a perfect time of the year to come up here. It is cold outside. Also, shout out to Hertz Rental Car. We got here and she's like, your car is started outside, so we did not have to sit in a cold car. Loved that so much.
Super nice.
You guys, we're so excited to show you Fairbanks. It's about a 6-hour drive from Anchorage, but only about a 45-minute or 1-hour flight. It's a place that you've been a few times.
I've only ever driven here though, I've never flown.
That's true. I have been here lots of times for work in the past. Always really enjoy Fairbanks, and I'm super excited to show it to you guys in today's video. Also, you know you're in Fairbanks when your car has an alarm on, and the alarm isn't for anything wrong with the car, it's just to warn you that there is a low outside temperature. We've been up for a few hours, we have not eaten, and so there's one place that I always used to come for breakfast in Fairbanks when I'd come here for work. I'm so excited to go to the cookie jar. First of all, can we talk about how amazing and huge these cinnamon rolls look? Yes, please. You guys, breakfast just got here. I got the biscuits and gravy breakfast, and it comes with apparently a whole pile of bacon and home fries under there. Sherry went with 1 pancake and 2 sausage because she's still kind of recovering from having her wisdom tooth out. In fact, this is kind of...
This isn't the first actual food.
The first real food since then. Looks pretty good. But can we talk about my mound o' bacon? Like, what is happening there? Well, we did pretty good, I would say. Just checked into our hotel. We're staying at the Westmark Hotel here in Fairbanks, Alaska. Super nice hotel. You can see a nice room, king-size bed, TV, swinging around here. It's got a Sherry, best feature of any room ever. A couple little chairs out there. Oh, let me show you outside because right now it is, oh, what time is it, Sherry? 9:10 a.m. The sun is still not up. The sun will rise here in Fairbanks about 10:40 today, is what the clock said, and then we'll set about 2:50. Now that is a much shorter day than we're actually having right now in Anchorage. And that's actually one of the things that makes Alaska so difficult to kind of explain. When people say, hey, what's it like to live in Alaska? You kind of have to follow up and say, well, where in Alaska, right? Because Fairbanks is about a 6-hour drive north of Anchorage, about a 45-minute to 1-hour flight that we took today. But it really is a very, very different place. In the summertime, their days are much longer. In the wintertime, their days are much shorter. Normally in the summertime, they have much hotter temperatures here. In the winter, they have much, much colder temperatures here. And even as you can see outside, there's actually snow out there right now. So they're having winter here. We are not in Anchorage, as you guys know if you've watched our recent vlogs. And back to the room tour. The last part is the bathroom. You can see Dory walking right there. And then here they have like the little vanity with the sink, coffee maker, and in here is the toilet and shower. So super nice hotel. Again, we're only here for 24 hours. So really we only needed a place to sleep because most of today we're gonna be out exploring, seeing friends, checking out the area. But for now, this room will definitely work. Boo. I scared you. You ready to go? Let's get our day started. Well, we found winter. I want to show you guys something unique you get with your rental cars here in Fairbanks that you definitely don't get everywhere. When you get a rental car, they give you this. Now, how many of you in the comments below know why you would need this with your car in Fairbanks, Alaska? Let me know in the comments below. Well, this is for your engine block heater. Basically, you plug in your car at night and it keeps kind of constant heat going to the oil, to your engine, so that your car, when it gets really cold, actually will start in the morning. So most businesses, hotels, homes have outlets outside that you can plug your vehicles in at night to keep them warm so they start in the extreme cold. This definitely is not something you see with your Hertz rental car in most locations. I want you guys to check out the temperature later this week right here. So you guys can see on Friday, this upcoming Friday, the high temperature 27 below zero. Thoughts and prayers to all of our friends who live here. You know, when I lived in Trapper Creek, when I grew up here, when my family first moved to Alaska, those were the kind of temperatures we experienced. And I honestly don't remember them being a huge deal. I really do think it's one of those things that when you live somewhere, your body adapts to the temperature, right? And so like 27 below, of course it is cold.
Why would you want your body to adapt to minus 27?
It is beautiful here though. I really do like the Fairbanks area. The cold though, in fact, I don't think have I ever told the square tire story on a vlog? Okay, story time. Sorry guys. When I used to come up here for business, I would sometimes have to come here in the winter and I'd rent a car. Well, one time I came up here and this was, I don't know, maybe a decade ago or so. Yeah. I came up, I rented a car, the car was waiting for me outside, and it was, I think, 40 below on that trip, is what it was when I got out of the airport. So I go out, I get my rental car. They did not have it running and warm for me like Hertz did this morning here in Fairbanks. Thank you, Hertz. So I get in, start it up, the car is freezing, and I start driving, and I'm driving just a couple of blocks, and I start to hear this thud, 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 thud. And I'm just like, I'm kind of freaking out because I'm like, a flat tire at 40 below might mean death. Right? Like, let's be really honest. And so I'm like, I'm not getting out and changing this thing, right? Like Hertz is gonna have to like send a tow truck. And so I called and I'm like, hey, just rented a car, just got down the road, I've got a flat tire. And they're like, what's it doing? And I said, you know, it's just making a noise. They said, have you seen that it's flat? I said, no. They said, okay, well, you actually don't have a flat tire. You have what's called square tire. I'm on the phone just like I've never heard of this.
That's not a word.
That's not a word. What you just said is not a thing. Apparently what happens is that if a car, and this again might have been tire technology 10 years ago, but if a car sat outside for long enough in cold enough temperatures, it actually developed a flat spot. And what they told me to do, they're like, just keep driving, it will warm up. What? So apparently that's what you do, and I did, and it did work. But I had never been in a place so cold that froze a tire with a flat spot. So as we were looking for things to do here in Fairbanks today while we are here, we found out that they're having like a big holiday winter market. You guys know that's definitely like our brand. So we decided, let's go check it out. Let's kind of see what a holiday winter market here in Fairbanks looks like. We don't have a ton of suitcase space going back to Anchorage, but the nice thing, you can always buy more suitcases to fit the stuff you buy. So as you first walk in, you can see they actually strung lights up here. This is in the Carlson Center, which is like the local hockey sports arena. The market has a ton of different stuff. Sherri found a store here that sells custom bags. These are actually really nice, like canvas and leather with the designs on those. I love those. Danger, danger. Sherri found jewelry. One of the things they actually have here is a make and take ornament booth. Since we have a little bit of time, I think we're gonna go ahead and make our own ornament. Yeah. Basically what we're trying to make is something kind of similar to this. So we got 5 beads, one of these little wooden tags, and a little ribbon and some chalk things. So our ornament's almost done. Sherri just drew a little holly leaf and berry on there. Now she's writing on the ornament. And now we have an awesome ornament to add to our tree to always remember our December 2019 trip to Fairbanks. Sherri Beth, I think that is perfect.
Thanks, I do.
So we're just leaving the market. The last thing we bought before we left were some fresh squeezed juices. Because we have been traveling a lot, even our flight this morning. We had dinner with friends last night who were sick, so hopefully these will keep us from getting sick. You guys, it may be cold, but look how unbelievably beautiful everything is. We get this really thick frost here in Alaska called hoarfrost, and basically it fills the air with ice crystals. The ice crystals adhere to trees and bushes and everything, and just makes everything around totally white. And then this river right here is called the Chena River. You can see the steam coming off it right now. It's just so pretty with the pink in the sky, the steam off the river, the white on all of the trees, the snow, and Sherri, of course, taking as many photos as she possibly can. Sherry, get in the car. I am freezing my giblets off. That was a super cute little winter Christmas market. There's some similar markets like that in the Anchorage area. There's like vintage markets and sort of crafters markets. I like this because a lot of the style felt very hipster homemade, which kind of is the style that we really like. Shabby chic, probably a better term than hipster homemade. But we did buy a few things. A couple of them were gifts for people, so we're not going to show them here on the vlog, but super glad that we stopped. We left Fairbanks and we made the about 20 to 25 minute drive, and we are just now arriving in the city of North Pole, Alaska. I honestly do not think there is a better town in all of America to be in right now, maybe all of the world, than North Pole, Alaska, 10 days before Christmas. You guys, this is the cutest little town, and we're gonna show you a couple of the reasons that we just love it. One of the reasons that we love North Pole is just that they play into the whole Santa North Pole theme as much as possible. You can see all of the street lights here in North Pole are done up like candy canes, and this isn't just for Christmas. This is how it is year round. And it's not just this one light. Basically, it's every like city street light on the main streets here in North Pole. Look at them. All of them down the road, candy canes. That's awesome.
So cute. So here we are pulling up to North Pole City Hall, and you can see the address, #1 Santa Claus Lane. How cute is that? Look, it's all done up for Christmas. Santa's sleigh and the reindeers. Oh my goodness.
And there's a house for rent right across from City Hall. Does that mean that we could live at #2 Santa Claus Lane? That's like my dream address.
Even the businesses here kind of play into that. So you can see the McDonald's sign is also that candy cane stripe. We just wanted to show you guys, it's 12:11 p.m., so noon. And here is the sun sitting right there on the horizon. That's as high as it's gonna get. It's gonna start dropping here pretty soon, and it will set about 2:40 p.m.
So we have arrived at our destination. Sherry, we've both been here before multiple times, but it's always just like fun and giddy to come back to the Santa Claus house here in North Pole, Alaska. You guys can see on the outside of the building all sorts of fun murals. Merry Christmas to all. Greetings from North Pole, Alaska. The Santa Claus house also, this is super fun. They have the address on here. If you want to send your letters to Santa, you can send it to Santa Claus, 101 St. Nicholas Drive, North Pole, Alaska. So you guys, the Santa Claus house has all sorts of stuff. They have like this little cafe here. They have a gift shop, of course, with all sorts of ornaments and little Christmas things that you can buy. And Sherry actually just found this. This is actually the exact book, the exact copy that we have. And this is something Sherry saw as soon as she walked in that absolutely loved. I love you to the North Pole and back. How fun is that? This, honestly, may be my favorite thing in the entire building. They have letters to Santa that they've received here that they've posted on the wall. And I just love going through. You can see from all over the world, these letters are so great. I could spend all day just walking through here and reading these. So this is an area of the Santa Claus house that they actually just opened. This is like a Santa's workshop display. You guys, look how cute this is. It's like the little workbench. There's blueprints of toys back there. Over here we have Santa's coat and boots. So we are exploring the Santa Claus house, and while there are a lot of amazing gifts around here, our favorite things in North Pole actually have nothing to do with this house. They have to do with these people. Look who we have. Yeah, I'm sure you don't know who the camera is exactly. How strange. Hey friends, so real-time Adam, as I'm editing this vlog, I realize I did a horrible job of vlogging because I did not introduce those people you just saw. So in the amazing Christmas sweater, by the way, kudos, because that sweater is just truly spectacular, is Jessica Violet from Violet Vlogs, linked down below. And the other person in that clip is Jessica Summers. You're going to see more of her later in the video. Again, link to Summers in Alaska down below. I'm going to get good at this vlogging thing eventually. I've only been doing it for 4 years. Now, back to the video. So a lot of cool toys here, but you guys, check out this Mickey puppet So awesome. And then they have right next to it the mini puppet as well. I love this. But then also, you guys over here, look how amazing this is. They have Santa and Mrs. Claus here. And of course, there's a huge line of people to meet them, because who wouldn't want to meet Santa and Mrs. Claus here at the Santa Claus house in North Pole, Alaska. So we're just leaving Santa Claus house. Honestly, we did very little shopping and a whole lot of talking because Bert and Jessica, Summers, Alaska, are just some of our very favorite people. Jessica Violet finally got to meet her. Wait, did I introduce anybody on this channel? No, you absolutely did not. You guys, right outside of the Santa Claus house, they have the Antler Academy of Flying and Reindeer Games. And you can see right over here a whole bunch of Santa's reindeer just kind of hanging out here outside, eating, walking around. Sherry, what'd you think of the reindeer?
I mean, they're cute. I love that it's like the Reindeer Academy. This is where Santa's reindeer are trained.
So fun. That's one of the things that I like about the Santa Claus house, and really the whole town of North Pole, is that like they've just done such a good job of making it feel, I don't know, like maybe an experience. Right. You know what I mean? Like in the Santa Claus house, like you saw like the whole workshop with the blueprints of the toys, right. And then there's Santa and Miss Claus, and then right next door is like the Reindeer Academy. I don't know, it feels like, yeah, this is what the North Pole should feel like. Right. Now, what are we going to get? Coffee. We are getting coffee from this place called Mocha-licious in North Pole. I've seen Bert and Jessica come here a number of times, and I've seen a drink that I think Jessica's gotten a few times called, I don't know, it's like the tie-dye, some kind of tie-dye drink. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it tastes like. All I know is that it looks awesome, and that's what matters. Got my drink. Look how amazing that is. Such a cool like galaxy tie-dye look. It's basically a Red Bull based drinks with lots of different flavors. I let her pick the flavors so that it would look the coolest, and that is how it looks. Definitely excited to drink that. It is delicious.
You got whipped cream in your beard.
So I'm back again because the clips you're about to see made absolutely no sense, because once again I provided no transition or context. Vlogmas struggle is so real right now. So after we got the amazing coffee, we went to Bert and Jessica's house and hung out. So that is what you're about to see. Fingers crossed this is the last time you're gonna see me.
All right, that's pretty quick. You might want to slow down there, Chief. We have LeggLife doing closeout, so here we go. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. YouTube channel. LeggLife.
So we are about to leave North Pole. We had a great time here today, and I've got to say, North Pole has some cool things. Has Santa Claus house. You guys saw the reindeer, you guys saw the McDonald's and all of the lights with like everything candy cane. But hands down, the coolest thing in all of North Pole, Alaska is these guys we've gotten to hang out with for the last, like, a lot of hours, honestly. They met us at the Santa Claus house, we had lunch at Pagoda, we came back to the house and just hung out. We've said this before when we met them the first time, genuinely the nicest people. In fact, you know what? I want to show you guys something. So you guys, their channel recently hit 100,000 subscribers, and this is probably my hope for YouTube, because these are the kind of people that like we want to see have success. You guys know we've talked about COPPA, we've talked about like family-friendly content on YouTube, what's gonna happen, but the reality is like, this is what our hope for the channel is. Like, people that are so good, people who are so kind and so generous like they are, having success here on YouTube. This is exactly what I love. This is my hope for the future of YouTube and for the platform. So you guys, if you don't follow them, if you don't subscribe to them, link down below. Please, please, please go check them out. We said this before, if you love us, we have no doubts you're gonna love them. This has been the highlight of our whole trip to North Pole, even more than Santa Claus. All right, friends, back at our hotel, about to call it a night. We actually have to go to the airport in like 7 hours, and I still have to edit and upload this video, but you know what? It is all worth it. Today was absolutely amazing. You know, we actually didn't get to do a ton of stuff in the Fairbanks area, but that's totally fine because the goal of this trip was people. The goal was relationships. And so for us, we finally got to meet Jessica Violet from Violet Vlogs, link down below. I'm so sorry we didn't have her on the channel. Yeah. No kidding. There's a lot of things you didn't do in this video, Legg. I'm thinking back to the video footage we got today, and I realized, I don't know why, I just thought, oh, I'll film that later, and later never happened. She was amazing. Oh, look what she got us. She knew that we were running out of vanilla at home, and so she gave us a jar of the homemade vanilla extract that she makes. That is so sweet, because when we made the sugar cream pie, it's literally like the last vanilla we had. So that is really, really a nice gift. Just so loved getting to meet her. And then of course, getting to hang out with Bert and Jessica Summers in Alaska, finally getting to meet the kids. You guys, that has been on our list for so unbelievably long. And so we finally got to meet Audrey, Evelyn, and Garrett. It absolutely made our day, just like put such smiles on our face. And so thanks for hanging out with us on this really quick trip to Fairbanks to see friends. We have a super early morning tomorrow morning, and then we are back home to Anchorage. We love you guys, and we will see you on the next LeggLife video. Boop!